Hi everyone, welcome to the live stream. It is Sunday evening here in Britain, and it is Sunday afternoon in America where Richard is. So we've got a really good panel tonight. Been trying to get these guys together for a couple of weeks, and they were free, so I was like, yes, let's do it. On the returning to the show is Cam, the vinyl narrative. So thank you so much for jumping on, Cam. Really appreciate it, mate.
No, it's not. Thanks for having me back. Yeah, thank you.
Richard's Vinyl Tap House. He returns.
It's been a while.
It seems forever, Rich. It seems forever, but
at least, yeah.
It's really good to see you, mate. Tonight's theme. This was my idea. I'm coming up with ideas. Must be something wrong. I'm not drinking enough. So tonight's theme is going to be a map of the UK. So we're going to select albums, artists throughout the United Kingdom to show you. Might give you inspiration, VC, to go out and spend some money in those lovely record shops throughout the United Kingdom, or wherever you are in the world, and think, oh, I haven't got that album. I'll check that out. Or as I do when I watch Cam and Richard, I make notes and then go on Amazon and spend an absolute fortune. So thank you.
Sorry.
So yeah, I'll just go around the panel real quick, just to see what kind of you've been up to. Cam, you've done your end of year kind of pickup. That was a lot of fun. Was it harder to narrow them down to a number, or was it quite easy for you?
In terms of like my top albums of the year, yeah, it was quite hard to narrow them down actually, but it was almost easy because I didn't pick up a whole lot of new music last year. Actually, it was only like 12 or 13 records, so getting a top 10 was quite easy. But there was a lot of like stuff I kind of made honourable mentions to. Yeah, but it's expensive. It was an expensive year last year. I'm hoping this year is not as expensive because I don't think my wife is going to be very happy if it is. If it's even worse.
Yeah, waiting for that Rhino one to get released soon, and you'll be like, oh God, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll be in trouble.
Rich, you've done the vinyl tag. You've been a busy guy the last couple of weeks.
Did the vinyl tag? Did the what did I do? I did something else. I've done a lot of shorts lately because it was Elvis's birthday and it was Bowie's birthday and then anniversary of Bowie's passing. So yeah, just a little combination of this and that. Have not bought any records yet. It's January 11th, so I'm off to a good start. Bought nothing. So, but I have one on order, and that's coming in 2 weeks. So,
that's okay.
I'm like you. I don't want to spend truckloads of money this year. I really need. I bought way too much vinyl last year. I want to dial it back. I have to. I mean, I'm getting older. My focus for this year, and I've started that's the video I did, was starting digging into these piles of records, some of which I haven't played in decades, and kind of like, oh my gosh, revisit this. And that's been a lot of fun already.
Like I said to you, I really enjoyed that video, that series that you're going to do, because I find to see, like, I'm guilty of this, maybe Cam's guilty of this, we just show new records and not what's actually in our collection.
Yeah.
And for you to pick up different stuff from, going back to like 70s that you picked up, and
70s, 80s. This whole set of cubes over here and a little bit down there is everything from like 1971, even 69, up to about 1989. And that's some kind of like some of the stuff, I haven't played since I bought some of it. And I'm noticing that's a trend with what I have been buying. So you get that new vinyl and you play it a few times during the year. You rank order it at the end of the year. It goes into the shelves and you don't play it for 5 years. And I'm just like, that's not collecting. That's just acquiring.
Yeah. It's good. Keep it going. Honestly, I really enjoyed that video. It was really good. Really, really good. It might give inspiration to the vinyl community for other people to do it as well. So, yeah.
The vinyl tag actually kind of gave me the impetus for it. It's kind of like pulling out some of the things to answer those, especially the 5 decades question, where I had to go back and find 60s, 70s, 80s. And I was like, oh, wow, I haven't played that in years. I started pulling out 5 or 6 things, and that was kind of where that came from.
And if you're doing cubes, it's easier to put them back.
This is true. So yeah, like the first one was A. I think no, I might do A, B, C, D. I haven't decided yet. It might be 5 shoegaze albums I haven't played in decades. I don't know. So
Cool. Very, very cool.
That'd be cool.
Okay, for myself, I haven't done a video this week. I done one 2 weeks ago, last week. I didn't even know it at this point. My top 10 pickups of the year. There was a lot of Canadian stuff, a lot of Rhino stuff, Cam, that was in there. But yeah, surprise to nobody. This band came on top, which we could have put a bet on, let's be honest. But if it wasn't for the Stereophonics, I would have gone with Adam Baldwin's album for record album of the year for me, recommended by Rob in Northern Revolutions. But Rob was telling me he's bringing out a new album, working on a new album, so that should be pretty cool. So if anybody likes Bruce Springsteen, check this guy out, Adam Baldwin. Right, okay. Before we go to the chat and before it explodes, I've got a few announcements to make. I'm literally off my tree doing this, but the Stereophonics have brought out limited edition colored vinyl. So yeah, I've ordered it. It's only 2 albums: Graffiti on the Train and Keep the Village Alive, which is on one is on silver vinyl, the other one's on blue. So I was like, what am I to do here at this point? It's an addiction. We did mention earlier on 10 years since David Bowie has passed away, that's a bit nuts. That went quick.
It's interesting because I posted a short yesterday and Richard McCook responded to it and he goes, "It's hard to believe it's been 10 years." And in my head, for some reason, I was thinking it was 9. And then I really did the math and I went, oh my God, it has been 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's just, I can't believe it's been 10 years. It doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah. And the last album he brought out was, if you watch the music video for some of them, it's kind of like he knew he was kind of on his way out.
For sure. For sure.
So.
Yeah.
Oh. Right. Okay. Let's go to the chat then. Let's have a look. Spencer, looking forward to this one. Cheers, mate. And then he's saying 2 great guys on tonight, Chris. Well,
Thanks, mate.
So yeah. So like I said, we're doing a map of the UK albums, artists, whatever you want to pick a show from that country. We're going to go to Glasgow first, though, with me. So I will make my my head extremely big. Give me 2 secs. There you go. There it is in all its glory. The first album I went with, it is a greatest hits, but this isn't my album. I got forced to show this by Liz. Okay? It's Texas.
Oh.
Okay.
With Charlene. She's had some bangers over the years.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
there's the back. There's the front. And Liz has been nagging me to go and watch her live. And I've put it off for like 3 years, but I don't know much more I can put it off for, to be honest. Because she's like, well, you dragged me to like these other concerts and that. And... So yeah, there's no deep call on this one. I'll just pull it out real quick. I don't know if I can get this back in. We'll give it a go though. So there's a massive poster with this. Please don't rip it because I'm dead.
I was like, please don't tear it. Wow. God, that's huge.
And then I bought this for Liz for her birthday a few years ago. It's actually signed by her.
Oh, wow.
So I asked Liz if she wanted to put this up on the wall. And she was like, what frame is that going to fit in? So, yeah, I believe this came on. There we are. See-through vinyl. Doesn't really. It looks silver, but it's not silver. Trust me. So I'll just go through some of the tracks real quick. Black Eyed Boy, you've got I Don't Want to Love Her. I don't want to love her. I just need a friend. There goes my strike. What else we got? Summer Sun was a massive one in the UK. Let's work it out. So Cold Friend After All. And so Put Your Arms Around Me. So That's What You Want, and so many more. So anybody likes Texas, this is the greatest hits I've picked up. Oh, this is numbered actually. Sorry. So this might not be in stock anymore. I got this from a website. This is 2,757 out of 3,000. So there you go, Liz. Happy? Good.
She jumps in the chat. Banker.
Well, yeah, it's like you mentioned Billy Joel. Bang, there he is. I've said it now. He might pop in. Right. Okay. We will go to Cam next. So I've done Scotland. So we're over to him. What have we got, mate?
Cool. I'll meet you in Scotland. I'll come up and see you. So, I haven't got many Scottish artists at all actually in my collection. So I need to change that. And that Texas album sounds like quite a good way to remedy that, I think. So I'm going to go with Lauren Mayberry, who's essentially the lead singer of Churches.
Yeah.
And I don't have any Churches albums on vinyl, actually. I've only got Lauren's solo album that she released 2 years ago, I think. It wasn't last year, the year before. But yeah, this is a really good record. I just love Lauren's voice. She's just got the voice of an angel. I was probably overselling it a little bit, but yeah, I just think she's got a lovely voice, and I love the synth work that she does with Churches, and it's kind of similar on here. Although it's more like 80s pop leaning, I think this sound is kind of like Madonna in some places. I think if a lot of people haven't heard this, if you like Churches, you'll enjoy this, obviously. But if you like that 80s pop sound, particularly like Madonna's 80s era, you'll enjoy this. It's just a solid album, and I think the track that I'd recommend to check out first would be Crocodile Tears. I think would be the first track you should check out. I've just dropped the speaking of signed stuff, she signed a little art card, so there you go. That was included in this, and I think this is on blue vinyl, if I remember rightly. Yes, show that really quick. There you go, on blue vinyl.
Nice.
Ooh, it matches the
really
background.
nice stuff. And yeah, I think she's what's that? Sorry.
It matches the background.
My background's on the laptop.
Yeah.
Hey, we're color coordinated here.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we do. That's what we do on these streams. So
Question
yeah.
for you.
So
Question for you on that one, Cam. Is it the same
Go on,
type
mate.
of music with Churches, or is it different sounding completely when she's on her own?
No, really similar actually. Kind of less like, less synth heavy, because I think Churches are very like, kind of like Depeche Mode or Depeche Mode on steroids, or like early Depeche Mode on steroids is the way I describe Churches. But yeah, I think it's less of that. There's still synth in there, but it's a bit more like guitar and it's just like really good pop music, I think is the best way to describe it, like electro pop. So yeah, I think if you like Churches, you'd like this.
Nice, nice.
There you go.
I like your jacket, by the way. Nothing to do with vinyl, but your jacket that you're wearing, very cool. And if anybody
Thanks,
knows which brand that is, that was a Christmas present. The looks of things.
It was. Yeah. It was. There you go. You know me too well.
Right, let's go for a pint with Richard. Over to you, mate.
Well, since we've started in Scotland, we might as well stay there. And I think you guys know my favorite band from Scotland. I go on and on and on about the mighty Biffy Clyro. And they are from Kilmarnock, Scotland. I was like, where the hell is that? I think it's on the eastern seaboard. I could be wrong, but my geography is rusty, but so be it. My favorite album of last year by far, to took me a while to get this because this was a deluxe issue on absolutely stupid vinyl. Are you ready?
Oh, come on. That is nice.
That is nice. Oh, even better. Even better.
Yeah, I like
That's
this
nice.
side better.
That was worth the wait, Rich. Worth the wait on that one.
No, I dropped
Yeah.
everything. But anyway, yeah. So the regular album is on a white with I think red lettering. It's called Foutique. Foutique refers to a memory of, or the feeling of treasuring something in the moment because it will become a future, a memory you treasure in the future. So we future antique. So be it. Love this band. They were supposed to come to America in December, and their visas got all screwed up. So they were unable to come. I had tickets. I still have tickets to see them in Denver. And as far as I know, it's been pushed out to like May. But anyone who has not heard of Biffy Clyro, this is actually a decent place to start. This is pretty representative of their sound. Their earlier sounds a lot edgier and math rock and crazy time signatures and shouty vocals, but they toned it down a little bit more. But they're on tour right now in England and Ireland, if I'm not right. I think they started their tour in Dublin yesterday, or Belfast, one of the two. So, yep, Biffy Clyro from Scotland.
And they've got one of the best debut albums, I think, that I have heard in years. You know, Man of Honor is on there, I think. Bubbles. Is that the first album, Rich, or is that the second album? I think that's the first one I can remember.
Oh, no, that's mid-years for them. That was like mid-2000s. Yeah.
Okay.
Their early stuff is like Blackened Sky, and I got into them like 2000. Well, their first album came out in 2002. It was around 2003 when I heard of them via the wonderful world of the internet.
Yeah.
And started like hunting CDs. Interestingly, it was fairly easy to find their stuff in the States because people weren't buying it. So I found copies of CDs for like $5. Perfect. And I became an addict with them. I have pretty much every CD single, every album, deluxe versions, signed stuff, met them, got set lists, all kinds of stuff. If I were to lay out my entire Biffy Clyro thing, it would cover a good portion of the floor. I should do that one day.
We discussed this a few years ago, I think, a bit about Biffy Clyro, and I was quite surprised. Well, not surprised really, because it's Richard, and he's got better taste in British music than I have probably, but he knows about these bands, Cam, that the normal American person or Canadian would have never heard of them. So it's good when Richard comes on because I can relate. So instead of me going, does anybody know this? And he goes,
no.
Silence.
I do.
Richard's like, yeah.
And you'll see, I mean, this is one of the reasons I was glad we were doing this topic, because my record collection in general is very UK centric. I could probably be a very even 50-50 split for American bands to UK bands, but I have a heavy preference to UK music. Always.
I did the maths on this yesterday when I was getting records ready, and 60% are British, and the 40% then an American or Canadian music. So it's kind of on that 2% because I got 2 Jet albums from Australia. But that's pretty much it. Yeah. So well done. Good choice, Biffy Clyro. Good artists. Nobody haven't heard of them. Go and check them out. Seriously, now you will like them. Right. Okay. No comments. That's fantastic. Love it. Let's head back to Temby. Right. Okay. Shall we go to Newcastle?
Sure.
Any ideas?
Yeah.
I don't.
No. Okay.
I would have never guessed that.
No, I wouldn't have guessed that one actually. No.
So I'm a big fan of Mark Knopfler. Love his. I'm in the process of picking stuff up. I always see this when I go on live streams. In the process of picking stuff up, it's when I can find it. But he is on my Amazon checklist to, if I see him out in the wild as used, go and pick them up. But this is Dire Straits and Mark Knopfler. Yes, it is the best of Private Investigations. So this is like my first 10 albums I bought in lockdown. I started collecting again. So there they are. So you've got, this is just on, I think, yes, black vinyl. Is it black vinyl? Yeah. Black vinyl.
Yep.
Sultans of Swing, Romeo and Juliet, Tunnel of Love, Money for Nothing, Brothers in Arms, Walk of Life, Going Home, theme from the local hero, which is, if I believe I'm correct, it's Newcastle United's theme as they walk out onto the pitch. Why I Man? Couldn't get more Newcastle than that. Why I? What is this? And the Roadrunner duet. So yeah, there you go. Some double LP, black vinyl. Good album to pick up. So there you go. Mark Knopfler touched a bit of Newcastle there. So I was just going through my collection yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, we got Newcastle! Great! I can make my way down." So, yeah, you could tell how many times I played this because the sleeve is starting to go. So it's been pulled in out the jacket quite a few times. So yeah, cool. Right, let's go to Cam. Over to you, mate.
Cool. I'll see you in Newcastle as well. Just
it's a competition tonight.
Yeah, there you go. I'll see you in Newcastle. I feel I've talked about this guy on my channel a fair bit actually, but yeah, it's Sam Fender.
Oh, I want that so bad.
So I think this is Sam's best record. I think I've been like following him since his debut EP was dropped, and I went to see him in Bristol, and he was fantastic. You could see then he was going to be like a really big. He's really big over here in the UK. You know, he's really well known about. But yeah, he's often compared to Bruce Springsteen a lot. But I can actually hear a bit. Speaking of Dire Straits, you can hear a little bit of that in some of Sam's music because he's an underrated guitarist. I'd say he's actually pretty damn good at guitar, and but yeah, he often gets compared to Bruce Springsteen. But yeah, he's kind of like sometimes he's like heavy guitar rock. Sometimes it's like really introspective and really solemn music, and then some tracks it's like just yeah. He's got this amazing track on this album called "Remember My Name," which is the closer, and it's just an orchestrated track and him singing, and it almost makes you cry every time I listen to it because it just reminds me of my like nan and granddad for some reason. But yeah, beautiful record this, and that's the gatefold because I'll play by the rules and show you that. This is the Blood Records pressing, so it's got a nice like purple and silver splatter.
Oh, neat!
Just quite cool. So that's nice, and yeah, it sounds really good. But yeah, I'd recommend him for anyone who likes Springsteen and that kind of like Americana sound, I guess, in terms of like in the music. But lyrically, he's writing about stuff that I don't think any other artists over here in like the mainstream are writing about. Like he talks about like one of his family friends being in a care home and how she died like whilst he was visiting that which went into a hospice and things like that. You know, it's just yeah, all churned up into this like Americana pop and rock sound. So yeah, fantastic stuff. Sam Fender. I think he's technically South Shields, which is like just to the south of Newcastle. So there you go. Sam Fender from Newcastle.
Brilliant. Awesome.
I do want that album, and I've priced it around here. There's a deluxe version of it, and it's like $45. It's really pricey. Not sure why, but I think it got a stateside release. But
Sam Fender's one of them artists that I do like him, but I just keep forgetting to pick up any of his albums. I don't know what it is. I just keep forgetting. But I think like I think they're quite cheap. Well, not cheap, but you can pick them up on Amazon over here for like under 30 quid. Cam, would you say? I know that's
yeah,
a blood
yeah,
record.
yeah, they're easy. Yeah. Even that Blood Records one isn't like overly expensive.
Yeah.
It was like it's sold out, but you could pick it up on Discogs or something. There's 6,000 of them, so not that many.
Cool. Right. Okay. Let's head off to Richard. So
I have no Newcastle, or I haven't found. I probably do. It's just buried in however many billions of records I have. It's ridiculous. So we're gonna go to Swindon. Where is Swindon?
near London.
Near London, so it's like London suburbs-y type. Whatever.
I think Swindon. I'm going to probably get this wrong. Cam, is it in London area? Swindon. I want to say.
What's that? Sorry, I dropped out there.
Is Swindon near London?
Not really. It's about an hour and a half away, but it's on the M4.
Everything.
It's on the M4. So that's probably by American standards, maybe that's I guess
Yeah, it's down the road.
Close. It's not too far,
You
really.
can't hit the
But
tube.
over here, like, oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about XTC.
Oh. Yeah.
And I was playing this morning. This is the English Settlement album. This is a first press that I found at a record fair about maybe a decade ago. Fairly cheap, but I was so excited to get it because it had all of the goodies. So it's a double album,
Nice.
black vinyl. Everything is in there. And this morning I found something in it that I didn't realize was in it. And it's a flexi disc.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
What is this? Called Looking for Footprints. And I didn't play it because I was playing other stuff too, but I love XTC for, how do I put this? They're a band I can't figure out. I love them. And they're one of those bands where you hear a song and you're, oh, wow, I love this song. I've heard this. Who is it? And the answer is XTC.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they did that song or that song or that song. So now this one has senses working overtime, which I didn't know. And then there's Jason the Argonaut stuff, and Andy Partridge is one of those songwriters who is just massively talented, hugely creative, but sometimes you just don't really know where he's coming from because their albums are all over the map. Where some of their early stuff is really punky, this is more synth poppy. Their later stuff is fairly commercial. And then you have like Dukes of the Stratosphere and the Apple Venus stuff, which is out there too. So I love XTC. I don't think I could ever be a completist of them because they have so much stuff. Mm-hmm. This would be a good greatest hits for you, Chris.
Yeah.
They do have one. Good band. Yeah. So I have several. The interesting thing about this is that the double release from England, then I have the single album release from North America, which is boring and uninteresting, and it only has 10 tracks. Single album. So they cut 5 tracks out. Yet on the CD released by Geffen, this is on Epic Records. This is on Geffen. So I think they must have traded catalogs over time, got bought out. This has the full double album on one CD. So it's, one of those bands where I had to go crazy and buy everything because that wonderful completist mentality that kills our bank accounts. But I really do like XTC. I wish I could get more, or it's usually what it comes down to is I find it and I can't remember if I have it or not.
Okay.
Put it back, get home. Damn it, I don't have that one. I should have bought it. Crap. And
You could be like one of my mates, Johnny, who we used to go to record fairs together. He's done so much anymore because they don't come around very often. But I used to make him like get on his Discogs before we went in and go, right, okay, can we? Otherwise, you've got 3 versions of The Offspring here on the same album. Like,
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool. Right, Cam, a little comment for you, mate. So
Okay.
Johnny's saying Sam Fender live record is decent.
Yeah, I haven't picked. That's the one album of his I don't have. Actually, is the live records, because I'm never really going for live albums that much. But yeah, if it's good, I'll pick it up. Then I've spent some money already. There you go.
Money.
Already.
Let's see if we can get him to spend more money again.
No, stop.
Stop.
That just really quickly, that English Settlement album, because so I live in Swindon, where XTC are from, and I've been to Andy Partridge's recording studio, because that's just on the outskirts of Swindon. He wasn't there though, sadly. He wasn't there that day I was in it. But there's also this lovely mural of that cover in the town centre, in like just a random, I don't know what building it's on, but yeah, the horse. I can't remember what they call those horses. There's like, yeah.
I know there's a name for it, and I can't think what they are either. Yeah.
Yeah. We have like around like where we live, like Wiltshire, there's like 4 or 5 kind of white chalk horses on hills.
See, and that's what I thought it was. Okay, I wondered if that's what that was, because I've seen those too when I went to England. I was like, oh, the chalk, chalk animals, chalk this, chalk, and yeah, they're fascinating.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort for them to make them. So yeah, there you go. I'm from Swindon. That's where I live. And yeah, XTC are like quite a big band here in the record stores around Swindon. So
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody likes what I picked. Great album, Chris. Thank you, sir. I think so. Dire Straits wise, there's others I want to pick up, but when I started collecting just to be on a budget, I started with greatest hits, and I followed that trend for the last 5 years. So maybe some things need to change here, but we will see. Right, okay. Let's have a look. I guarantee I won't get this right, but shall we go to Sheffield? Def Leppard. A lot of people forget these are British. I don't know why.
I do too.
They keep getting forgotten. They're still doing stadiums. Do they need to bring out new material? Probably not. They can live on their legacy at this point. But yeah. This is Pyromania. So yeah. A band I would love to see live and still haven't. So Def Leppard, if you're listening, because I'm sure you are, come to Cardiff. Do the Prince Barclay Stadium. You will sell it out 3 times. I guarantee you. Right. Okay. So you've got Rock, Photograph, Street Fright, Too Late for Love, Die Hard, The Hunter, Foolin', Rock of Ages, Billy's Got a Gun. So there you go. And there's been so many reissues of this.
Yeah.
And I have my OG from back when. It's right over there.
This release is from 2022. So this was VCLT to me, actually, off Boz, that vinyl channel. I think he noticed I had the greatest hits and felt like I needed something else. So he sent me something. If I'm not going to take the hint now, I'm never am I? So I've seen him a few on picture discs, and that doesn't, like, to me, I've had bad luck with Offspring on picture discs, and just looks like it's a massive wave and it's doing this, and the needle's trying to keep up. So I stay away from picture discs as much as I can, unless it's a really good looking one I want to put up on the wall, but that's very rare. So yeah. So yeah. There you go, Def Leppard, Sheffield. I'm sure I'm right. If I'm not, they'll let me know in the comments.
You're right.
I think they are. So
yeah.
Over to you, mate.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure. All right, I'll go Sheffield as well. And I think
What is
I was
going on
struggling
tonight?
with Sheffield. No, it's working quite well. I like all those travelling down the countries. Although we didn't spend long in Scotland, I guess. But oh well.
Yeah, we're doing a connection flight
Oh,
from
we'll go
Scotland.
back. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll go back. Cool. I'm gonna go with a big Sheffield band from the early 2000s. They've got a whole host of albums. They've gone really quiet recently, and there are rumours of them breaking up actually this year, which is weird. But I'm gonna go with probably their most underrated album, I think, because I really enjoyed this record, and that's why as many more people don't talk about it. It's Arctic Monkeys, and this is Suck It and See. There you go. Rich likes this one. Yeah, I love the understatedness of this record. This is like probably like 4:55 p.m. submission. Like, yeah, we need an album cover. That'll do. You know, maybe copying the Beatles a little bit. But yeah, there's the vinyl. It's just a black vinyl, this one. But I like that they kind of copied the Black Sabbath typeface for their logo there, which is quite cool. What's that? I can't remember the record, the Black Sabbath record now. They're copying. Anyway, third record, I think. Tracks on here that I really love that I think everyone should listen to if you've not heard anything from this album. Don't Sit Down Because I've Moved Your Chair. That's just a really nice kind of like heavy track that they produced. All My Own Stunts is quite cool. But I think the three openers, that's like a perfect like 3-track run for me. She's Thunderstorms, Black Treacle, and Brick by Brick are really good tracks. But yeah, there you go. Arctic Monkeys, they made an absolute storm in the UK in the early 2000s. Like their debut album just did absolute gangbusters. Fastest selling debut album, I think, at one point.
Yeah.
As well.
I think it hit gold, whatever, like the first weekend or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, and they cracked the UK, the US as well, which doesn't happen often.
No, Spencer from Vibes, his cousin is something to do with the band.
Really?
Yeah.
There we go. Spence, can you ask them if they're breaking up or not, and tell them not to?
I'll ask him now. I'll send him a message. Can I just get clarification on this, please?
Yeah. So tell them it's a bad idea, and they should keep going.
It's a bad idea.
You know,
several things about Arctic Monkeys. I picked up that album that first album as fast as I could get my hands on it because I wanted to hear it so bad. Fell in love with them instantly. I loved their sound on like their first 3 albums. Weirdly, I don't have Suck It and See. It's the one I don't have on vinyl. I have it on CD. But once they hit about Tranquility Days, and I lost interest in them. They changed
that was a hard album to listen to for me.
Yeah.
That was kind of, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And I didn't buy the car. I didn't buy it at all. I was like, nope, I'm not going to go there.
That was when I flipped. So I bought it off Amazon. I had the limited edition colored one. And I tried it 3 or 4 times. And even Liz came in. She was like, what is this? I said, that's the Arctic Monkeys. She went, this is terrible.
Yes.
Yeah. It's so different.
It's true. But and I understand artistically you want to go in a different direction, but to alienate most of your fan base, holy, my gosh. But they've kind of undergone a metamorphosis over their career. I saw them here around the time My Favorite Nightmare. Can't remember that name. And I saw them live, and their lead singer was doing that kind of rockabilly look. It was just so interesting to watch how they've changed over the years. And some of their little side projects are kind of fun. But yeah, Tranquility Base. I was like, what have you done?
I was actually watching an interview the other day on YouTube. Actually, the drummer's not with them anymore. He was given an interview. If I can find it, Cam, I'll send it to you and Richard. It's quite cool, actually. It takes you like behind the scenes, kind of what happened and the downfall. And it's it was quite weird because on the front cover he's smoking a cigarette, and now you see him with a man bun. So he's got this. He's got a midlife crisis thing going on. Like he's going thin on top, so he's decided to like stick it up there. If it was me, I'd.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. Is this the bassist?
Yikes.
The bassist.
sorry,
Yeah,
the
the
bassist.
first bassist.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they are splitting up, there may be a greatest hits coming then.
There you go. That'll have a good one. They'll have a good one. I feel like they can't split up yet because they just need to remedy the last two albums almost.
Yeah, I was
They
actually.
need to like
Actually, this week.
end on a high.
God's honest truth, this is. I was on eBay this week looking to pick up their first album because I haven't got it, and I was looking to pick it up,
Mhm.
and the prices were just. What's going on here?
Yeah, expensive, man. It's expensive.
And now you're saying that this story we're breaking up, and I was like, no, right, that's why they got a good price. Cool,
Yeah.
cool, good choice, mate. Very, very cool.
No worries.
Okay, let's have a quick look. You check the chat, yeah, all good. I love it when he's quiet. It's brilliant. Okay, let's head off now to Richard to see what he's picked up.
We can. I'm just kind of like ruffling through these and looking, and I can't remember what I wrote about this one. Oh no, I didn't write where they're. Okay, this may be kind of a shit show because I don't know where Pete Shelley is from. I do know I love this album. Pete, this is interesting. Okay, so I grew up in this era, and I had no clue that Pete Shelley was the leader of Buzzcocks when I bought this album.
Lancashire.
Okay, thank you. Now I know. Put that down. Lancashire. So I remember seeing the Homo Sapien video on MTV back when this came out. This came out in 81. So I was in high school at the time. I was like, wow, that's a cool song. I'm going to go pick up this album. Here it is. Still have it. Haven't played it many times. I would say it was at least a decade before I realized that Pete Shelley was in the Buzzcocks.
Okay.
Who knew?
Oh.
But yeah, so I do have some information about that. Yeah, formed Buzzcocks at 76 through 81, and then Pete Shelley had his little solo career 81 until he passed in 2018. He was 63, a little bit older than I am now. So good album, but quirky, very new age, not new age, new wave. Yeah, it was that sort of. It's almost like his answer to Gary Newman type thing because it's very bubbly and synth pop. So, but great album. He did a couple of others that didn't really do anything for me, but yeah, there were certain ages of punk that didn't grab me, and Buzzcocks were one of those bands that were just kind of like, yeah. Yet that album was something that I liked. Go figure. So, okay, Lancaster, good to know. Lancashire, you said.
Yes.
What's up, Mike?
It's in England.
Yeah.
That's all I got, you mate. I gotta be honest.
It's up north.
Right.
Yeah.
It would be my luck he was born in South Africa or something. It'd be like, oh, crap.
Yeah. Okay, shall we go to Suffolk? This band.
Go wherever the hell you want, dude.
Sure,
I'm asking you, and I know I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want anyway. This band was formed in 2000s. Their genre's down as hard rock. Now, I don't think they are hard rock. I put them down as glam rock.
Okay.
Any ideas?
Is this Darkness?
Well done, Cam.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't Slade.
So this is their second album. This is One Way Ticket to Hell and Back. Liz got me this for Christmas. She's like, what do you want? I said, well, I need an album from the band because I'm nearly close to completing it. And then obviously I wanted this album, the second album, The Darkness. And this was, well, I had it back in the day on CD. And everybody thought this was not a brilliant album coming from One Way Ticket. Permission to Land, sorry. But, you know, that first album's going to take some beating. There's some bangers on there. There's the front, there's the back. I'll show the inside. So it's not the original band. So see the guy with the bald head? He took over from Frankie, who's got the mustache, where I met Frankie. I don't know if I've told you this story, Cam. I met him in Brixton Academy.
Oh, nice.
I was taking a piss. And he came next to me. He's like 7 foot and started taking a piss. And I kind of, you got to look up. God, this guy's massive. And he just turned around and I went, "Oh, are you Frankie?" And he went, "Yeah." And he just shook my hand and walked off. And I was like, I've literally got piss all over my hands. Yeah. So I was like, do I go out and tell the lads? Otherwise, they'd be calling me Pissman. I don't want that nickname to stick. So I did wash my hands, but I met Frankie, cool guy. What I saw of him, had the bandana on, mustache, is exactly like you'd think he would be, but pretty cool. So there we are, story time. This came on like a oak, kind of orange vinyl. So
That's nice.
Yeah, well happy with that. I'll go through the tracks real quick with you. So you've got One Way Ticket. There's obviously the big ones. This kind of funny one in here called Knockers. Is It Just Me? Dinner Lady Arms seemed like a good idea at the time. Hazel Eyes, Bald Girlfriend, English Country Garden. That's brilliant. Go and listen to that. This is bring back memories now. And Blind Man. So here you go from Suffolk. This is The Darkness. I've seen them live quite a few times. Amazing. First time I saw them was in Cardiff in the CIA, the indoor arena. And he came out on a black and white tiger above the crowd, riding the tiger. So I was like, "Oh, we go in there tonight, do we?" So I put him down as glam rock. I wouldn't put him down as hard rock or heavy rock. They're more like, maybe because the way he dresses and then the way they dress. But I'd put him down as glam rock. What would you put it down as, Rich? Would you say the same? Or
I would agree with that. I would put them kind of, I mean, not as glam as, say, Slade, but glam. They have a tongue-in-cheekness to them that isn't, they're not, we're trying to be serious. You think we're taking the piss. Well, you're taking the piss. So yeah. They're like spoof rock, but they're not. So glam definitely fits, I think.
And I'm assuming they're not big in America.
Let's put it this way. I remember their first album coming out, and then I don't remember them ever releasing anything else after that I ever saw in the States. So
I think over here they still fill up like indoor arenas. They're not stadium acts, obviously, and they're like festival acts. They go down really well, especially really one big weekend leads, all that kind of stuff. But I know that Rob from Northern Revolutions went to go and see them live in like the smallest like venue. Was it, Rich? I can't remember what he said.
Yeah, it was not quite a bar, but like not as big as a movie theater. But yeah, it was kind of almost like just a meeting hall type thing. It was like, wow, that's small.
Yeah, it's quite cool when bands like come over, like and do that. Like if I was living in America or Canada, I'd be like, "This is great. I'm so close to the artists. Nobody knows what's going on. Like they don't. Most of these people don't know who this band is, and in Britain, they're massive.
See, and that's like me with Biffy Clyro. When the first time I saw them here was in a venue that was like 100, 200 capacity, and there were like maybe 50 people there.
Yeah,
and it was amazing.
That's got to be cool, though, mate.
It's fun. Memorable.
Yeah. The thing I always take from Biffy Clyro is they always take their tops off. They sweat so much.
They do.
Every time you see them,
it's a very energetic show.
Just covered in tattoos.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Right. I went last, so let's head off to Cam now and see what he's picked next.
Cool. I will. I'll turn the car around a little bit, and we'll go to Manchester.
Okay.
Manchester was the hardest choice I had to make. If I was going to pick like one band, because I think most of my musical taste is shaped around Manchester. It looks like most of my collection as well. But I'll go with the big band that I absolutely adore, and the bands that, yeah, just kind of like made music make sense for me, I guess is the weird way to put it, I guess. It's Joy Division, and this is Closer or Closer, depends on how you want to pronounce it. Yeah, when I was like 11, a long time ago now, when I was 11, this band was like, the first band was like, oh, okay, music can be more than what is in the like top 40 charts. It can be beautiful and like life-changing and incredibly dark and depressing and the entire wave of emotions, and they just came at the right time in my life, I guess. Like I was just hitting puberty. Not that this is a life story or anything, but yeah, this band just came at the right time for me, and yeah, I absolutely love this record. Sometimes I think this is what's that, sorry?
If you want a counselling edition, me and Richard more happy to talk you through. If you're having any issues, mate, this is the place to get it off. Okay, you carry on.
Yeah, I will. I'll text you both after this. Yeah. No, I'm joking. I'm all good. But yeah, I love this record. Sometimes I think this is better than Unknown Pleasures. On some days, I think this is their best record. And it was just heartbreaking that they only released 2 albums. Well, 2 studio albums at least. They had Still, which is almost like a bit of a compilation, I guess. And then they've had so many greatest hits over the years, and loads of compilations. It's just ridiculous. I still buy them all though, because I'm that guy. But yeah, there you go, Manchester. And I think this is one of the bands that truly represents Manchester. There's a few others that I love, but I did think Richard might pick one of them, so I didn't pick them. Sorry. So yeah, my pick for Manchester is Joy Division. There you go.
Okay. Cool.
Great choice. Love that album. Love both of those studio albums. They're one of those bands I'm kind of a completist about, because I have like Warsaw on the EP. I have the live albums, the Substance Comp, all of them, because I just can't get enough of it. It's so good.
I really thought he was going to go. I really thought you were going to go somewhere else from Manchester. I was prepared tonight with 3 options, just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So was I. Yeah, I went for that one.
I think I became over-prepared. I think I sent a message to both of you. I'm over-prepared at this point, just in case we have an issue. Hang on. Sorry. I don't remember. Right, okay.
We lost you there for a minute.
There you go.
I'm back. Sorry.
Right, okay. Rich, what you got, mate?
Well, if we're going to go to Manchester, go big or go home, right? This band started in Manchester in 1982. Any guesses?
1982.
I do, but I'm not going to say it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you're going to show the Smiths, you might as well show Louder Than Bombs, or Queen is Dead, or Meat is Murder. Pick one, show it. I love the Smiths. I love the Smiths from the minute I heard How Soon Is Now. That was my intro song to them. So United States was like maybe 6 months behind the UK as far as the Smiths go, because they were all the rage and had, I think, an album and a half out already before we got things like Hatful of Hollow, and this came out. I got Meat is Murder, and I can't remember if The Queen is Dead. I think The Queen is Dead came out just after this, but I picked this up thinking this was all new material. No, this is a sizable comp of much earlier stuff, like even before Meat is Murder. I love Morrissey's lyricism. As a person, he's kind of a dick, but we know that. But the Morrissey Marr dynamic is almost like McCartney Lennon in a way. It's just they just played off each other beautifully, and it just sucks that they just can't get their act together and put that back and do it again. This is a great album. Hits at the wazoo. Is it really so strange? Sheila, Take a Bow, Shoplifters of the World. Almost all of these were singles or B-sides or both at one point or another. I finally did get to see Morrissey. It was after 3 cancellations in Denver, and he finally decided to show up. Fortunately, I was sitting in a spot to watch the concert and did not have to see the screen with the, cow carnage in the back during Mita's Murder. Mita's Murder is my least favorite Smith song. Full stop. I think I did that on the vinyl tag. No, there was something else. That would be another one though. An album that has one song that really just kills it. Mita's Murder destroys that album. It's just so.
We should do that as a thread.
Smiths. When I say I'm a Smiths completist, I don't buy reissues and rehashes. That's an original. I have originals of all the Smiths studio albums and a couple of reissues just because those got played to death, and it was nice to have a cleaner copy of like The Queen is Dead because it's a classic. So I think I have my fill of the Smiths. Morrissey's kind of hit and miss. I like Viva Hate. I like Vauxhall and I, and Your Arsenal, and those are like the big 3 for me.
I was actually reading.
They're the only 3.
So I was reading online. It was either on Instagram or Facebook today about Morrissey last year was the artist with the most cancellations on concerts.
He canceled like half of his South American tour for fairly stupid reasons.
Why do a tour if you know you're not going to do it? It's like you're just pissing people off at this point.
Yeah.
I just can't go on. I can't go on.
Let's get a grip.
Whatever, dude. Go eat a banana. Come on.
That was a great impression, Richard. I wanted to use that in the future every time you mention
it. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to Manchester, but I'm going to show 3 albums because I've got so many albums, right? So we're going to go 3, and it's 2 greatest hits and a box set. Okay. First one is I got to get this right. Wigan, Greater Manchester in England. Wigan are famous, obviously, for the rugby league and the football side.
Okay.
So from just double check. Yeah, I got the right one. So from Wigan, it's The Verve.
Nice.
Massive overview, not so big in America. Had pretty much the 1 hit in America, and that's pretty much all there is. But over here, they had a few hits. Some colored vinyl. So here we go. Quiz time. Right, kids, listen to your Uncle Chris now. What? I've never said that out loud. What color do you think the vinyl is? Hang on, let me just double check. It's not 2 different colors. Yes, it is 2 different colors. So they're not like splattered, but there's 2 different colors for the vinyl. Any ideas? Do you want to take a guess?
I will guess green and red.
Okay. Cam?
Okay, red and blue. Red and blue.
So what did you say, Rich?
Green and red.
Green. Can't see it because the light's shit.
Oh.
But it is green.
Okay, well, yeah, it's a limey green.
Sea glass, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
And then the other one is the same, but it's on red. So look at him. He's on fire tonight. What's going on here?
Hey, little victories.
Little victories. So on you, obviously you've got Lucky Man History. She's a superstar. You've got All in My Mind. The Drugs Don't Work, which is a massive one from Bittersweet Symphony. I can never say that freaking word. And then you've got
Symphony.
yeah, good. Love is noise. Yeah, so that's the Verve. This is their greatest hits. Surprise. This came out. This greatest hits is from 1992 to 2008, which is pretty much all you need, if I'm being honest. Unless you're a Verve guy or girl, and you want to collect the entire album collection, which is very difficult to do because I don't know if any got pressed or whatever. Right, this stick in Manchester, shall we?
Sure.
Inspirational band to one of the biggest bands in the world. It's the Stone Roses.
Nice.
I really thought Cam was going to pull this. I don't know why. I thought he's going to pull. He said Manchester. I was like, no, it's the Stone Roses. So yeah, this was on. Yeah, just Black Vinyl. I Want to Be Adored. She Bangs the Drum. 10-Story Love Song. Waterfall. Made of Stones. Love Spreads. Sally Cinnamon. Fool's Gold. Begging You. Elephant Stone. One Love. I Am the Resurrection. When did this come out? 2012. So
yeah,
bit of the Stone Roses, and we recently just lost Manny.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, in school, in college, my nickname was Manny. Because my name's Man.
Okay.
And in Wales, they put a Y on everything. Yeah. I remember going to Lanzarote with the boys one year, and they were like, they were calling me Manny, and all these Spaniards thought my real name was Manny. And they're going, Sir Manny.
Sir Manny. Oh, God.
So, yeah, there's that one. Next one. The obvious one was Oasis. This is the box set. What's the Story? Morning Glory. So I'll quickly show you the box set. This was the anniversary edition that came out last year, I think. It's going to be last year, not this year.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, last year,
Last year.
So here's some of the. If you read really carefully, do you know where this was recorded by any chance?
Rockfield.
And where's Rockfield?
In Wales.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've had my mate Jeff on, who did the book. It's supposed to be like orangey red, but can't really tell in this. They're all orangey reds. Pick this up off the website. 40 quid, I think, something like that. Do a bargain. So yeah, so you've got the Verve, you've got the Stone Roses, and to end it off, we've got a bit of Oasis. So there you go.
Okay, when it's my turn, I get to do a 3 in Manchester too, because I think I have that many more.
Yeah.
Okay.
But chances are you haven't heard of any of them.
Well, probably not.
Maybe.
We will see.
And I know you have heard of. So.
Right, hang on. Let me just quickly go to the chat. I knew she'd do this. Right, that's not the record store in Tenby. That is Liz using the other account. She's got to guess what she's done. Oops, it's Liz. Wrong account. And there she is. So Alid has started a YouTube channel that him doing action figures with his toys and stuff. So he's called his channel Little Bits.
Little Bits.
So Rockfield, that is. There you go. So there you are, Alid. I've just given you a plug on the live stream, mate. So there you go. Right. Okay. Let's head over to Cam next. What's you, mate?
Cool. I'll let Richard do his 3 Manchester picks because I reckon there'll be some crossover, and then I'll go after that. Yeah. Do you want to go next, Rich? Actually.
Sure. You want me to? All right, Chris.
Yeah, sorry, Chris. I've messed up. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Band number 1 is from Greater Manchester. They were definitely part of the Manchester scene. They started out, they were short-lived, 1990 to 1992, did one album and recorded a second album that never got released until 2014 and then only digitally. And the group is Paris Angels, and I absolutely love this album. They have a handful of YouTube videos, and I was just mesmerized with the song Fade, and it's on this album. Very Manchester, very psychedelic, trippy, lots going on. There's 7 people in this band. And I think there was kind of like a rotating roster of people. I think they became more defunct. Their drummer died fairly young, but it was after 1992. So, the band still goes on because the lead singer, what's his name? Oh gosh, I can't remember. Hang on. Does it say on here? Of course not. Trying to tax my aging memory. Anyway, love this album. It took me, I had to just look forever to get this. I had it on CD for the longest time, found a copy on eBay, had it shipped in from England, and it amazingly stayed beautifully intact. But super album. They had a couple of singles. One was Perfume. Fade was another one. And I can't remember the other one. It might have been Smile. I know they had 3 because I have them. But so Paris Angels, number 1. Number 2 is one that I think Chris might know. They are from Oldham, the home of our favorite one, Rob Walker.
I think I know you're going to say.
So Northeast Manchester, formed in 1983. Very much part of the Manchester scene, and it's in Spiral Carpets.
Yes.
And I think you have the greatest hits, for that one.
I don't have the greatest hits. I do have a album on the top of my head. I can't think what it is. Sorry, my mind has gone completely blank. But I am in the process of picking them up.
I had their CDs as they were coming out because I love them so much.
Yeah.
A very trippy sound. This is a Peel Sessions that I found this past year. Only has like 4 tracks on it, but one of which is Gimme Shelter, a cover of the Stones song. And I was like, what? So yeah, pretty cool. All right, so that's number 2. Spiral Carpets, Paris Angel.
Great band. Love them. I do love them.
Oh, they're so good. Then this one is from Wigan, so you mentioned that earlier. 1984. They were kind of on again, off again for years up until 2019, and they finally called it a day. And the group is the Railway Children.
Yes.
I love this. I played this morning, and I forgot how good it is, especially side 2. Kind of more of that floaty Morrissey Smiths-ish without the Johnny Marr jangle.
Yeah.
But yeah, jangle pop, very low key. I could never really figure out why these groups like this that have that kind of slow burn pop rock feel, how they got so popular, because it just seemed like live they probably were amazing, but their studio albums are kind of twee, not really twee, but sort of. Love this one. Love the cover art on this because it almost screams 80s. So anyway, okay, those are my 3. So 3 Greater Manchester, mostly Manchester scene bands that you may or may not have heard of.
I've heard of 2 of them. The last 2 you picked, I have heard of them. And the Railway Children, believe it or not, was a TV series on ITV in the UK back ages ago now. But I think it was about Second World War children on the train coming back or something. Was it, Cam? I'm right.
Yeah, I think I might be wrong, but I think it's based on a book as well.
Yeah,
I think.
Okay, cool.
I've heard of the Boxcar Children, not the Railway Children. So
I'll see if I can find it on YouTube somewhere. I'll send you the link so you've got like a connection there. Cool. Right. Now, hang on. You're saying it's Liz still. Okay. And then she's saying, he's pleased with his shout out.
You mentioned me on YouTube. Whoa.
And it's nothing to do with vinyl records. Go and check it out. Make it famous. Right. I've got to ask the question. Are you ready, Cam? Are you sure?
Brother.
You're up next.
All right. Okay. Am I still there? I keep dropping out.
Yeah, you are.
I think
Yes.
I'm still there.
You're
Good. Okay. So I was going to talk about the Smiths,
Okay.
but Richard has done them absolute justice and
I'm
exact same
sorry.
views as you. No, it's fine. So honestly, yeah, exact same views as you. Love the Morrissey and Marr partnership. They are like second to McCartney and Lennon. It's probably the greatest English songwriter export that we have, I think. And it's just a shame that they only lasted a few years together as a duo, songwriting duo at least. And yeah, they should have buried the hatchet, but I can see why Johnny Marr didn't want to bury it. Yeah, because Morrissey's just a knob. But yeah, a great lyricist, and yeah, and that album, yeah, Strange Ways, Here We Come. I think that's a great record. It's not my favorite. I think my favorite is The Queen Is Dead. But yeah, this is up there for me. It's one of the best albums that this country produced. So there we go. Smiths, and then I was also going to talk about. Actually, no one's talked about them yet. There you go. New Order. Manchester. I guess I kind of talked about them. I talked about Joy Division, but obviously this is the band that followed Joy Division after Ian Curtis sadly took his life, and this is my favourite New Order record, for sure. Just absolutely incredible, start to finish, and this is the album where they really came into their own as well. And yeah, I just love the beautiful artwork as well by Peter Saville. So yeah, fantastic record. And of course it had the huge monster hit single that promoted this record in Blue Monday, which obviously doesn't feature on this album because New Order didn't believe in putting singles on their records, on their full-length album records. So I quite like that decision. It's quite cool. It's quite against the grain, which is exactly what all the bands of Factory were like, which is the label that, of course, New Order were on. So yeah, they're one of my all-time favourites, and this is probably a top 20 record for me. I absolutely love it. Pieces. There you go. Power, Corruption, Lies, by the way, in case no one knows who New Order are. So there you go. But I'm sure you all do. There you go. That's my Manchester. There you go.
Cool. Well done, mate.
That is my favorite New Order album too, by far, and I have all of them. So good stuff.
Yeah. Nice. You have all of them on vinyl?
Not like the later ones. I don't, but yeah, Brotherhood, Low Life, Substance, Power, Corruption, Technique.
Yeah.
At least 5. Put it that way.
I was going to say, the only reason I asked is that I'm the same. I've got all of them apart from Get Ready, because that is incredibly expensive, and Waiting for the Siren's Call, which I still like. It wasn't as good as the others, but I like some of the singles on it. There you
go. Hey, question time then for anybody who hasn't heard of New Order from across the pond, shall we say. What album would you start with? You go first, Cam, and then you go, Rich. So.
Oh, that's so hard, actually, in terms of what you would start with. I'd probably say Power, Corruption, Lies, actually, as a starter album for them. It's either that or Technique, because those two albums are just a nice balance of like their electronic sound and then their band sound. But then you could also say Brotherhood. It's exactly the same. Yeah, that's a hard one. I'd say PCL, Power, Corruption, Lies. I don't know what you'd say, Richard.
I would actually, I was thinking the same, because it would depend on how you've heard about New Order first would determine where to go next. And for me, it was hearing the Blue Monday. So I came in from the beginning, but coming in now, maybe starting with Substance, because it has like True Faith, which is amazing. And then, some of the other things like that. But Power, Corruption, Lies to me is a classic. You said it right. Start to finish, it's one of those players. There's no filler. It's a fantastic album, and it's completely cohesive. It's such a good album. But yeah, that would be start there.
Okay, cool. Good stuff. Good answers. Thank you, guys. It's just good sometimes to get your perspective on kind of where you would recommend somebody to start going. So, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm up next.
Yep.
Shall we? I've had to Google this because I wasn't sure. Shall we go to Wandsworth in London?
You see, I don't even know where Wandsworth is. But go for it.
Okay. It's Phil Collins.
Really?
Yes, Phil Collins is from
nice.
Wandsworth. Now, I'm going to show the band next. Hang on. So I'm not going to mention them yet, but there was okay. Good. they okay. So they are from Surrey, Genesis originally, and he's from Wandsworth. So I thought I'd put these two together because it kind of goes in the same. So this is Phil Collins, the singles. I've got another album with him on the face. He's got like a black background. Can't think of the name of the album on the top of my head. It was sold everywhere. But if you want to get started,
no Jack.
Yeah. There he is. For some reason he looks like a hang on. He looks like a window cleaner here. Don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah.
So what was this on? Black Vinyl. Cool. So I'll just go through some of the tracks. There's some crackers on you. Brace yourself. In the Air Tonight, I mixed again. You Can't Hurry Love, Against All Odds, Easy Lover, One More Night, Separate Lives, Two Hearts, Another Day in Paradise, Something Happened on the Way to Heaven, Do You Remember, Both Sides of the Story, Dance into the Light, True Colors, Can't Stop Loving You, Love Is Like a Heat Wave. So there's a few. There's a few.
Okay.
Just a few.
That was like,
Yeah.
and we will go to Surrey for this one. I'll just put it down. It's fucking falling over as it is. The sleeves are just rolling all over my desk. Genesis, Turn It On Again, the hits. I have showed this before. There's no gatefold with this one. So I know. Joe's going to be so upset with me. So here you go. And there's that one as well. So pretty much the same. I'm not going to ask you what it's on because it'd be cheating because it's on see-through vinyl. So I'm not going to trick you on that one because, yeah. I was on a live stream, on my live stream, I think, just after Christmas, and I asked the question. And they were so upset with me that I didn't actually pick a coloured one. They were like, well, you can't do that. That's not fair. We could have picked any colour. It's like, well, you keep playing, you can carry on. So, yeah, that is Genesis. Some of the tracks on this one. Turn It On Again, Invisible Touch, Mama, Land of Confusion, I Can't Dance, Follow You, Follow Me, Hold My Heart, Abacab, I Know What I Like in Your Wardrobe, I bet you do. No Son of Mine, Tonight, In Too Deep, Congo, Jesus Knows Me, That's All, Misunderstanding, Thrown It All Away, The Carpet Crawlers, 1999. So
that should be called the commercial greatest hits album.
Yes, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
It is. I mean,
It is.
I'm sorry. I can't
It
dance
is.
the shittiest song that ever made it to the top anything. That is a crap song.
It's terrible.
And it's a greatest hits for Genesis. I'm like, oh my God.
I remember being in junior school. So you got the infants, you got juniors, and you got high school comprehensive. Yeah. And that song was out. I can't dance. And all the kids were singing it. And it done my freaking head in. Because I was like, what are they on about? What do you mean I can't dance, I can't sing, I can't talk? They're singing a bloody song. As a kid, it made no sense.
It's like, why did you write this song? I don't get why.
And it's probably the worst music video ever. Because literally I'm going like that.
It's terrible. They're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dance thing. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh. Yet. So there you go. I've carried a bit of Phil, put them and Genesis in together. So there you go. I'll keep the same going now instead of putting Cam straight after. Because
Okay.
yeah. Otherwise, my mind just goes, I don't know what's going on. So, and I'm like that all the time. You know me, Rich.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
It's fine.
Have we been to London? London, proper London?
Nope.
Because according to this band is from
Not yet.
London. They started out as one band and they became another band. Can you name the band?
London.
I'll give you a better hint. They did one album, broke up, and formed this band.
One album. Were they a one-hit wonder, or did they have a few hits on that album?
There were some. They were very controversial, especially in the UK. Your original band was very controversial.
Punk? Were they punk?
Yes.
Sex Pistols?
Yes. Okay. Sex Pistols broke up and became Pill.
Yes, I got it right.
Yay! You win $1 million. I wish. I adore Public Image Limited. I have far more respect for Public Image Limited as a punk band than I ever had for the Sex Pistols. I appreciate the Sex Pistols. I get it. They were, pretty much designed to be controversial and succeeded beyond their wildest dreams. I love what John Lydon has done with Public Image Limited from the beginning to what they're even doing now. It's fascinating how they've changed. Love this cover art. This is going to be like my strange cover for the album cover tag if I ever get around to doing it, because that gatefold is just bonkers too.
That's cool.
Yeah. So cool. This is my original copy from 1979 or whenever this came out. Let me look real quick. It's on here. Of course not. That would be too easy. They actually give you the answers. How rude. I remember watching American Bandstand. Public Image Limited came on doing pop tones off of this album. And it was the first time as a young person that I realized that American Bandstand was lip synced, because John Lydon was not following the song at all, going into the stands, pulling people out of the crowd to come dance to pop tones, which is not a very danceable song to begin with. How the hell Public Image Limited ended up on American Bandstand is beyond me. But look it up on YouTube because it is hysterical to watch. The people getting pulled out of the audience are like, no, I don't want. It's hilarious. Dick Clark just held his composure somehow. Love this album. The whole John Lydon and Jaw Wobble's bass is tremendous on this first couple of albums that he was on. Mm-hmm. Then Martin Atkins comes in on Flowers of Romance and just pummeling percussion. One of my favorite albums. So yeah, the first 3 or 4 Pill albums before they kind of called it a day and reformed later. I finally saw the new generation of Pill live, and it didn't disappoint in the least. He has a Lou Edmonds is on guitar. Just watching him do, it's fascinating. It's artistry. So Lydon just surrounds himself with the right musicians and creates amazing albums.
I know David Atkinson went to go and watch them last night.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember he put this on Instagram. I saw that. I was like, oh, I love that album.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that tour. I know Pill's releasing a live album that I can't get because it's only being released or like in-house from England. It would cost me $85 to get the double album. No, I'm just going to have to pass on that one. But I hope they do another album and come back here and tour. I would definitely go again. It was so good.
What album you after?
It's the Public Image Limited just announced like 2 days ago that they're releasing a live album from their tour last year, and it's only available from like an in-house website
in the UK.
in the UK. And for me to get it shipped here, it's like, yeah, it would cost me over $85.
Shit.
I'm going, holy, no.
How much is the
CD
album?
I could probably, if I bought the CD, I would probably be happy, but that's still like 40 something for the CD. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So, digital download, I'll do that.
Oh. Okay, cool. Right. Yeah. I can't believe I got a question right. That's unbelievable.
Good answer.
Wow. Maybe I need to get some Pill albums. Start off right. Yeah.
I will tell you, they are one of those bands where it takes a while to get them because they're strange. Putting it mildly.
Okay. Right. Okay. I am up next, and I'm going to teach the Americans how to say this word properly. It's not Birmingham. It's Birmingham.
Birmingham.
That's right.
Any ideas? One of the biggest bands to ever come out of Birmingham.
Okay.
It's not Roy Wood.
Sabbath.
Oh shit!
Ozzy.
I don't think I can beat that.
Sabbath.
Is it Sabbath?
No, it's not
Is
actually.
it Sabbath?
No, it's not. I forgot about that one. I did see Black Sabbath, but the one I've got is Record Store Day one, and it hasn't got Ozzy on it, so I'd feel a bit without Ozzy on it, and yeah. So I went with this band, and the lead singer's called Jeff.
Ah, yes. Good.
Okay. Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah. Story time for you. One of the guys I know lives in Tempe, used to own pubs in Birmingham. And Jeff used to come in, Roy Wood used to come in, and they used to sit in the corner and just drink and play darts. And they talk about anything but music. So I'd love to see that conversation. The guy who does the Christmas song every year, I wish it could be Christmas every year, and then the guy who does Mr. Blue Sky having a conversation. I think that's fantastic. So yes, this is the best of. I have got the album somewhere, the original pressing that my mum had back in the day. So original UK pressing. But they're always great at artwork. This should be a good one for artwork, wouldn't it? For that thread that's going around at the moment. See if anyone can beat that one.
That's a good one.
I've just given somebody an idea. I know I have. This was just on black vinyl. Yeah, just black vinyl. So, tracks. Fucking hell. Mr. Blue Sky. Obviously, big Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, when the little Groot is dancing and it's all kicking off behind him, and then this comes on. So it's giving a new audience, shall we say, to this band who can discover for the first time. Okay, Mr. Blue Sky, Don't Bring Me Down, Sweet Talking Woman, Shine a Little Love, Turn to Stone, Diary. You've got Confusion, Hold On Tight. I love that song. That off that album, Rich, I think some of it is in French and some of it is in English, if I'm correct.
I can't remember.
Okay. Living Thing, Telephone Line, All Over the World, Wild West Hero, Showdown. You've got Strange Magic, All Right, Rock and Roll is King. All songs written and produced by Jeff Lynne.
As they should be.
And if anybody out there who hasn't heard of the best band meetup of all time, go and watch the documentary of the Traveling Wilburys.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Fantastic. That's the only time I like Bob Dylan. That's it. I don't like him as an artist, but in that he sounds good because I think the rest of them can actually sing. So,
And he
got
does
Roy
it too like this the entire freaking time.
Orbison.
Ooh.
Do you know
How is it?
this is turned into like a British sketch show, my live streams now, where it's just like Richard just goes, oh,
Ooh.
oh,
Hey, you know
Right.
Rob's description of Bob Dylan singing. I'm kind of
No.
like, yep.
I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of the band.
Yes.
I love the band, but Bob, I've tried. Like we've spoken to Brian Embryonic Robot a few times, and we Rich, and he loves Dylan, and I'm like, what am I missing something here?
No, you're not.
As a songwriter, he's amazing. Okay,
Yes.
as a
100%.
singer, he's shite.
He has his
Cam?
moments. I mean,
Cam,
there.
what do you think of Dylan? You probably love him now because we've just fucking.
No. I used to have Blonde on Blonde, and that was my only Dylan album, and I sold it just because. Yeah, again, songwriting fantastic. The voice just doesn't do it for me. I can get. You don't have to be an amazing singer, but yeah, I don't think he's just even nice to listen to, and I'm probably offending so many Dylan fans by saying that, but
Yeah,
it's not for me. It's just not for me.
You know how Sam St. John is, another one of the massive Dylan people. And he and Rob are good friends. Rob can't stand Bob Dylan. Americana Sam is the Bob Dylan king. They can get along. We can get along. So,
Yeah. True.
Yeah. Anyone who's singing like this and no.
Do you know what? That may be my short for the week. It's that Rich just going. Tonight we are doing impressions. This guy will not be offended if you hand him cash. Over to you, Rich. Cam, your turn.
How did it feel? How does it feel? Stop. It feels painful. That's how it feels.
Oh, Rich, I've missed you so much, mate.
I can't top that.
It's turned into like eight out of 10 cats. We're just doing impressions.
I watch a lot of that. Oh, well.
Right, sorry, my
Good
cheeks
show.
are so much been laughing. Right, Cam, over to you, mate.
No worries. Cool. Well, I'll stay in London. And I'll go for incredibly influential band, probably in the same kind of same ilk as Rich's last pick, actually. But yeah, I think this is one of the bands that they're kind of like the Velvet Underground in that they inspired so many groups, and they started in punk and then they just became something completely bigger than that. But I'm going to show them because I got this record today, and it's a first UK press. Not going to say how much it was because it was a lot of money, and I don't want to say it too loudly in case anyone in my household's listening. But anyway, it's London Calling, The Clash. What an album! And yeah, well, it's got London in the title for a start, so it's quite appropriate. But yeah, one of the greatest double albums ever, I think. This is first UK press, mastered by Tim Tom, who is Tim Young, who's like a legendary mastering engineer and lacquer cutting engineer in the vinyl world. Sadly, I've not had a chance to listen to this yet, this cut, but I'm really looking forward to it because it's just in like mint condition, pretty much like the vinyl. But yeah, what an album! London Calling, one of the greatest album openers ever. And then Train in Vain, which obviously isn't listed on the track listing, is one of the greatest album closers as well for me. Just a fantastic pop punk kind of closer. Lost in the Supermarket, Clampdown, The Guns of Brixton. Yeah, I could just list them all, couldn't I? But I won't. So there you go. The Clash inspired so many bands. they're one of my favourites. I've got most of their discography as well. But yeah, I'm so glad to finally own this. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to
did you
spinning
say
this
that
one
is a
tomorrow,
first
really
press?
loudly.
Is that a first pressing?
Congratulations on that, first of all, because finding it in that condition, unheard of. It looks like a repress. It's gorgeous.
Yes, yeah.
It does brilliant, doesn't it? And the vinyl. So I saw this in my local last week, and it was just in like the new in rack. They hadn't put it on like their grail wall or anything like that. And I was like, it's a bit expensive. And then I thought about it all week, and then I just gave them a phone call on Friday afternoon. I was like, do you happen to still have it on in? He's like, yeah, no one's picked it up yet. I'm like, all right, would you take this for it? Yeah, okay, fine. And I was like, great, okay, now I own it. It's been on the want list for too long, so I can sell my reissue now. There you go.
There you go.
Are you tempted to put that on the wall as a grail? Just have your own shelf of grails behind you.
Yeah, keep your repress and hang that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I think so. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll text you tomorrow and say how good it sounds. I'll let you know. But yeah, been after that for a long time and just really happy to have it in good condition.
May want to change your house insurance.
Yeah, I might want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just saying, mate. Just saying.
Yeah. And move house maybe. Not tell people where I live.
You'll be in a storage unit before we know it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Cool.
Insured and everything.
Am I next or is Richard next? I've just lost track completely here. I think it's Richard. Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Have we been to Ireland yet?
No.
Not yet.
Didn't think so. So I will bring up the obvious Ireland band that Chris asked me about earlier, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to." So why not? U2. And I've been with U2 since the beginning. Boy came out. I've heard I Will Follow. I loved it. I didn't buy the Boy album for the longest time because I wasn't sure if I'm going to like the rest of it. And, I was at that age where money was, $6 is a lot for a record. Holy shit, kind of thing. But ended up, I think I got October before I got Boy. But anyway, I love October probably more than Boy. I just like U2's youthful exuberance and rebellious kind of attitude of those first few albums before Bono became Bono. You know what I mean? But, you got Gloria, I Fall Down. I threw a brick through a window. I freaking love that song. It's so good.
Ed just got hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow with a Shout, Stranger in a Strange Land. This is like the sleeper U2 album that, it did well. I don't think it did as well as Boy, and I don't think it was kind of like their middling album, but I love it. This is back to more than other U2 albums. I have seen U2 probably more times than most bands and I've seen Rush a lot of times. I think Rush and U2 might be tied for a number of times I've seen them.
How many times do you reckon you've seen them live? Do you reckon?
I've seen them on almost every tour they've done since the Joshua Tree. And I saw the Joshua Tree tour. Tickets were $17. I remember that because I still have my ticket stub. I saw Zoo TV here in Denver. I saw Pop Mart twice. I saw, every tour up till the big 360 stadium tour with the huge.
Yeah.
That was the last one I've seen. And they've done a few since then that the prices just got stupid. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying $500 to see U2. I've seen them like, 9 times? No.
Because they were the first ones in the Sphere, weren't they?
That was one I wanted to go to. A friend of mine was like, I'll sell you my ticket for $100. And I was like, the timing was totally wrong. Like, it was like, I would have done that. But
Because it wouldn't surprise me, Rich, because they want to build. I think, Cam, we talked about this last time about the Sphere, that they don't about coming to London.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
right? I'm trying to work on my head where the hell they'd be in London, but unless they
Yeah.
took over the
Yeah.
I keep calling it the Millennium Dome. It's not. It's the O2 Arena.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
much, it's pretty much a tent. So on a large scale, that's the only place they put it. But I think that'd look good because the images coming off, because it's near the Thames, isn't it? Is that correct on there?
Yeah,
Imagine the
right
images.
next to it.
And it wouldn't surprise me if you two were the first ones to open that. Can you imagine that in London? You two?
Yeah.
Because I think I remember talking to Joe about this and Rob and Rob's best mate who went to the Sphere a few times. And he was saying this is the future of concerts. Because
it's like IMAX. Yeah, it's like 360 IMAX. It's insane. So
yeah.
Because I know one of my favorite bands is in the Sphere as we speak, Zach Brown Band. And with their background, it would be amazing. Like I can't see Oasis. Well, Oasis probably could, but they sell it so the stadiums are so big that I'd love to see somebody like Sheryl Crow at like the Sphere. Something like that. You followed all their career, that kind of thing.
You know who I think should pull off the Sphere and should do it, even though she's getting up there in age, is Madonna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Madonna at the Sphere would be something. I would go to that.
Imagine trying to watch like a Virgin on that. Yeah, I think another good one might be Elton John. I think.
Yeah.
He's retired. I don't know how many times. Another one, Kiss, would be amazing there. That kind of band.
Would have been.
It'd be great. I can't see the Stereophonics.
I'm surprised Coldplay. Oh yeah, I'm surprised Coldplay haven't done it. Actually, I'm genuinely shocked they haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
they would really see it
for sure.
Yeah.
I was going to go to another artist, but being as you mentioned it, we will go there. And they are from London. I gotta make myself big now. Shit. Hang on. Rich, StreamYard is better on premium, but it's still a bit. If you notice, the StreamYard logo isn't on my screen anymore. It's the vinyl man.
Yeah.
Oh, you upgraded. Yes.
Yeah. They sent me a special offer, so I was like, oh, fuck it. Next time I have you two on, I'll just put you two faces as well. Right, so let's go to London. Saw this band live in the Principality Stadium 2-3 years ago, I want to say, with Liz. She was like, I really want to see this band. You've got to come with me. I've watched all the crap that you sent me to. I'm like, well, they're not crap because I paid for it. This is one of the biggest bands on the planet, and I know a lot of people don't like them, but it's Coldplay. This one is not a greatest hits. This is Music of the Spheres. And this is Liz's copy, not mine. I'm just clarifying that.
Yeah, I've never seen you show that. So it's like, where did that come from?
Yeah. So there's two that I got. It was this one. Let's have a look. Let me show you this. Pretty cool. So there's that. Volume 1 from Earth with Love. Right, or Jeff. That is extremely pink. I try to work out. It's like Egyptian writing. Can you see that?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Came with a booklet explaining the planets and Egyptian writing, and can't understand any of that.
Okay, so I have a question. Did they spend more money on the packaging and the production than they did on the music?
I think so, but it sounds good.
Okay.
Now, this is the interesting bit, Rich. This is on recycled vinyl.
Oh, no.
So
Looks like it too.
this is a very dark blue kind of person. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, Coldplay. Watched them live. They were amazing live.
Yes.
If I'm being honest,
They are amazing live. I'll give you that too.
not what I was expecting, because I was expecting to go there. If I'm being honest, going, I gotta sit through fucking 2 hours of this shit now. But
Go to the pub.
so they use 50% of the Principality Stadium's electric, but the other 50% is they have people watching the concert to go on bikes and charities to go on bikes to power their equipment.
Right.
And I remember looking at Liz going, this is full of shit, this is. But then they showed after how much they powered the thing, and they were talking about recycled vinyl. And the thing that don't get me, okay, it's still vinyl. You're still using vinyl. So, you know, it's, yeah. If anybody's really interested, I've never used this before, unless you two guys want the code for it, instead of me putting it all over the internet if you want to download the album. No? Okay.
You're right, mate. You're right.
We're good.
So there you go. There it is. There's your freebie of the week, Coldplay.
Yeah, boys and girls.
There you go.
Because I wasn't going to do it, was I? So, yeah, that is Coldplay, and they are from London. It just comes up with London, England, and their genre has come up as alternative music.
Okay.
If you'd said to me on Parachutes,
Maybe.
I would have said indie rock, indie Brit pop rock, I would have said at the beginning, because Yellow was like kind of everywhere. But as they've gone on, it has become... I didn't even know what I put them in when it comes to a genre, to be honest. Would you can class them as a rock band, because they're not Oasis, they're not like the big ones. So I don't know where you put them in that. So that's
call them
why they put an
post-punk, because that's what we call everything. Post-punk.
They've done dance songs, they've done indie songs, they've done pop songs, they've done rapping, they've had Snoopy the dog on there. You know, it's like, you know, I think Chris Martin wants everybody in the world to love him. So, anyway,
yeah,
Chris Martin's become Bono, sort of, in a way.
Okay, right, we'll go over to Cam next. What's you, mate?
Cool. I was going to stay with London, but I won't. I'll just noting the time where we are. I'll go over to Wales.
Ooh.
So don't get nervous there, Chris.
I was going to say, go on, I dare you. I dare you. I dare you.
I won't. Don't worry. I'll leave it up to you to do the honours if you're going to do it. Yeah, let's go to Cardiff in Wales. I'm going to go with, I kind of call them like a mega group, because there's just so many of them at this point, or at least there was when they first started. They're quite a small, like, indie alternative band, or at least they were in the early 2000s, and they're still going. They're still great. I still really enjoy their music. It's Los Campesinos. This is their album, We Are Beautiful, We Are Doomed.
Yes.
I do too. And I was a real late bloomer to them as well, which is... But my two of my friends who I go to gigs with all the time, they're obsessed with them. They absolutely love them, and they just non-stop talking about them. I was like, all right, fine, I'll give them another chance. I thought they were okay when they first came out. And yeah, I was like, well, all right, they're all right. They're really good. This is the Vinyl Me Please edition of the We Are Beautiful, We Are Doomed. And this is just a great record, actually. Really great, solid alternative rock records. Really interesting lyrics as well. And this was like, I think this is the third record or the second record. They're a bit strange in that they released their debut album and then they had another album in the can, and then they released that one in the same year. So it's like arguable what's like technically their debut record, because they kind of released them, recorded and released them around the same time. But yeah, this is a great album. And another album I really enjoy by them is Romance is Boring. But yeah, if you like any kind of alternative rock, indie rock, I guess, from the early 2000s, you'll enjoy this. It's great, and a really good intro track. I'd say is Ways to Make It Through the Wall. Actually, the opener of this track is a really good intro to them. But yeah, You Me Dancing is the other one. That's the other really big hit they had.
I love that song.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So I'm glad. So that, I wasn't aware that they made it that big over in the States, actually, or even in Canada.
They actually didn't. They're. I think they got very limited release of a lot of their albums, but I saw them on the You Me Dancing, the White album.
Yeah.
And that's one of the albums I want to find on vinyl. That is stupid expensive to find on vinyl.
Yeah.
But I have the CD. I met the lead singer. He's a little itty bitty guy. It's like 5'3".
He is.
And,
tiny.
Yeah. But what a band, a live band. How they pack so many people on the stage. It must have 9 people on that band. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But Romance is Boring. Great album. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, I was going to say, they're like a family band as well now. Like, I think two of them are definitely married in the band. And yeah, they post like a lot about on their social media about how much it costs to like tour as an independent artist now. And yeah, you can see why a lot of bands don't make it that far anymore, just because of how expensive it is and how little money you really make. But anyway, I won't put too much of a downer on it. Great band, great album.
When you started saying, they're a band and they've been on for a while, and I was thinking, if he pulls Goldie Looking Chain by her, I was thinking Cardiff bands. I was thinking,
GLC.
Hang on a minute, where's this going? Gun don't kill people, rappers do.
Yeah, gotta have that on vinyl. Gotta have that.
Have you got it?
No, I haven't.
Rich, have you heard of Goldie Looking Chain?
No.
Oh, mate, check that out on YouTube. That'll change your life.
Yeah.
There's a band from Wales who think they can rap. And they were quite big in the 2000s, actually, when they were kind of everywhere. Guns don't kill people, rappers do. Your mother's got a penis.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
on that note, we'll go to Rich.
Okay. And let's stay in Wales, because there's another Welsh band that
I know.
That I like, and they're a band from Newport, and who on earth could it be? Me? Talk about Feeder? No. The only one I didn't bring up tonight is Gary Newman. It's sitting down there. We might have time. Who knows? Newport, Wales, Feeder. Did not make it big here in the States at all. This was actually one of the only albums that an original issue, I think, was available in the United States, because their early stuff was not released. It was released on CD, because I've been buying Feeder albums since like 97, and they formed in 95. What's it called? Polythene. Polythene was my first Feeder album. Then I picked up Echo Park, and it just kept going. And this came out, so I, immediate fan of Feeder. Still am. Their Black Red album was my favorite album of 2024. That was my number 1 album. Biffy Clyro's this year. So yeah, love Feeder. They're kind of very hard to find their stuff here in the States. This was a reissue from last year. I wasn't going to pick this up because I have an original, but I did get the double CD, because there's like a whole slew of B-sides and live stuff on there. And I was like, ooh, nice. They're also releasing a live album of this, I believe. Pre-ordered it, and I think it comes out in February or March. So,
Which one's coming out in... Sorry, Rich. Which one's coming out in March?
It's a live album.
Okay, right.
I think it's one that was... I was like, ooh, album, buy me. I ordered it months ago, and I think it's coming out in a couple of months, but I know it's a live album. I want to say it's like Comfort in Sound Live from that tour of that era. Or it might have been they did a live show last year somewhere. I think it might be that one, and kind of revisiting Comfort and Sound, because that was the first album they did after their drummer passed. So yeah, it's one of the reasons I think they don't reissue their earlier stuff is out of respect for the drummer passing. That they don't want to. And I understand that, but I know there's like clamoring for like Echo Park on vinyl or Polythene on vinyl. I'd love to have it.
I think Feeder, in my opinion, people may think I'm talking through my ass, but I think they've got to be at least in the conversation of top 3 best Welsh bands of all time. They've got to be in that conversation because obviously you've got the Phonics, you've got the Manics. Feeder need to be there. Maybe not as successful as those other 2 bands, but the impact they made in the early 2000s, especially on Kerrang TV, they were everywhere. And I think I actually sent a message. I was feeling a bit down the other day, and I think something Richard had posted on Instagram or something. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to listen to Feeder. And the first song that came up was Buck Rogers. And I was like, and I sent him a message and I was like, this is my mood set right now.
It's great stuff. And one of the things that holds Feeder back is that they're truly an independent band. They kind of like had at the fringe of being on a major label, but never really got there. Then they might have been on a subsidiary label of something three levels down from Sony or whatever. So a lot of their stuff is released independent, and it just doesn't get to distribution. They're huge.
So the first gig back they did after the drummer died. I met he's no longer with them anymore, but the drummer that took over after the other guy finished. And I actually met him, and he was in the crowd watching because they were supporting the Stereophonics in the Principality, the Millennium Stadium it was called then, instead of the Principality Stadium. And it made me feel good because he was going around, giving autographs out to kids, shaking their hands, making time for them. And I just thought, this is what it's about. Because those kids are going to remember this forever. Yeah. Remember that time you met Feeder's drummer? It's kind of...
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. We know where this is going, don't we?
Is it time?
We worked this out the other time. Me and Liz were talking the other week, actually. I think I've seen Stereophonics live 12 times. And Kelly on his own twice. Okay. So I'm going to show some albums I don't usually show. Because I don't know why I'm wearing this t-shirt because I'm not going to show this album. But I'm going to pick one that got reissued recently. And I've had to buy it again because it's coming on limited edition. That's why I discussed this earlier on. But this is an album not many people actually talk about. And this is Graffiti on the Train.
Mm.
Now, they've got a big hit in the Indian Summer. And this was a true story, actually. Remember when the Indian Summer hit a few years ago, Cam? And it was the most intense summer ever because it was dry, it was raining, it was boiling. So that's where it comes from. And the artwork on the front is actually drawn by his kids. So,
cool.
There you go. This is another album I keep looking at, and it looks like I'm really drunk because it's so blurred. Doesn't show up the camera, but the big one on you is Indian Summer, Graffiti on the Train, Violins, Tambourines, In a Moment. It's come out in 2013 and then got released this year. This one is just on black vinyl. Don't tell Liz, but I ordered the blue one. And I thought I couldn't really choose tonight. So my favorite album I keep going back to by the Stereophonics is this one, Keep the Village Alive. Rich, I think you'd really enjoy this one because it's got a kind of their old style, but kind of you can recognize it from the new album as well.
Oh, cool.
So this is like halfway through their catalog. So they kind of going from, we're going from Bartender the Thief, Word Gets Around, to our newer stuff now. But this is, I love this album. That is the street they got brought up on that an artist made. It's not always that quiet. It's a nightmare to get up and down. And I mentioned they're from Cwmaman, which is in Aberdeen, which is in South Wales. So now you know. This was on black vinyl also, but I've ordered on silver. The big one off this, you can kind of go back to like The Bartender and the Thief and that kind of really rocky music, was C'est La Vie. It starts off like really strong. You're going, good God, what are we doing here? And then they slow down. So it sounds like the newer album where White Lies kicks in. And it's kind of just, it's keyboard, guitar, it's that kind of music. And then you've got a song called I Want to Get Lost With You, which is mine and Liz's song. She's going to kill me for saying that.
We love Scowl.
It's about, I met you at somebody's birthday where we met each other at the barbecue. I won't go into it. I'll just leave it at that for your imaginations. My hero and the brilliant one in here is Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where he's talking about a bank manager and his mistress meet up every couple of weeks at a hotel and they log themselves in as Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And he's talking about her and how he didn't give her attention. She just wants one more last dance before they have to go back to their lives. It's good. It's Cam. You've heard it, obviously. It's catchy.
Like that one there.
So there you go.
I can't remember it now in my head. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So I've mentioned the Stereophonics. Surprise, surprise. So I tell you what we'll do. We'll do a quick fast track. We've gone past the 2-hour mark, but I don't really care. So we'll do a fast track, kind of show 2 or 3 albums where we've got left, kind of go from there. So let's head off to Rich. And I think is it Richard next or Cam? I can't remember.
Do Cam first, because I'm not ready.
Right, Cam, you've been moved.
Oh, no, right. All right. Fine. All right. Okay. I'll talk about. It's a quick.
Oh, you're not ready either. Okay, sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. I've got something. It's all right. I'm ready. I'm good. All right. We'll go back to London really quickly, or London/Colchester. One of my favourite bands, again, of all time. This is a top 5 band for me, Blur. And this is probably my favourite album by them, Modern Life is Rubbish. And they were absolute powerhouse band in the 90s. Obviously had that kind of rivalry, or engineered rivalry with Oasis, I guess.
Yeah.
They're all friends, really. Anyway, but yeah, fantastic bands. And for me, they're like their discography, they're almost like the Beatles. Oh, that sounds weird to say. The Beatles of like the 90s and 2000s, just like every album was like a progression and a change in sound. And yeah, a lot of people say they don't write good albums. I think they do. Especially their like later albums were fantastic. So yeah, Blur.
Do you know what I love about them, Cam? Do you know what I love about them? Their artwork is always phenomenal. On the covers, the artwork. I can't remember the album where the guy's kind of looking down. There's like a painting they do. Is it?
On this one?
Yeah, there's that one. They do another one. I lost an eBay auction because we were doing the live stream tonight. But I was looking to pick up some Blur. But I love Blur. They're that alternative to. There was nothing close to it at the time. Nothing. So,
no.
Sorry, mate. Carry on.
No. That's all right. No, they were. Yeah, you're right. They were like, you had Oasis, which was like kind of like massive guitar sound, like almost drudgy kind of guitar sound and huge, big anthemic songs. And then you had Blur, which was like the Kinks meets. I don't know what, but yeah. Anyway, another band. I'll go back to Wales really quickly. The Joy Formidable, and these guys were from Flintshire in Wales, or I think some of the members are from Manchester. But yeah, great band. Again, 2000s band. 2013. Oh yeah, I've still got the sticker on there. Paid $17.99 for this. There you go.
Not bad.
Yeah, fantastic band. Just like alternative rock. Look at that album cover as well. That's really cool. I love that. Obviously, it's a dead wolf, but anyway, yeah, fantastic band. If you haven't heard them before, check out Tendons or Little Blimp. And the last band I'll showcase, these guys could have really done something. I think if they continued a bit longer, they could have been someone. I don't know if anyone's heard of them, but yeah, the Beatles. They were
You
pretty
spelled
good.
it wrong. That's
I
weird.
think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who these people on the cover are either. But yeah, you can't do a UK map of bands without mentioning them. So there you go. The Beatles, Sergeant Pepper. This is a UK mono. Sounds great. What else can you say about the Beatles?
I didn't mention them on purpose because I kind of guessed somebody was going to pick it. And I just thought the greatest hits really are not going to do any justice on that one. So I thought,
which one? Which greatest hits did you choose?
I've got the number ones.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Going back to Blur, my favorite song is Tender.
Oh yeah, that's one of mine too.
When I remember that song.
13, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Coffee and Tea as well. I love that song. Because that was kind of, I was leaving school. I was in college doing my barbering course, hairdressing course, and that was on all the time. I'm getting taking the piss for there.
Yeah.
But like that was on the radio all the time. Like you couldn't get away from it. But
it was.
Tender, I love, and I really want, and I know I said I wouldn't do our record store day again, but if they re-released some of the Blur albums or even the best of, because they brought it out in CD, it's on vinyl, but it's like £400. I think that'd be a massive seller.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Especially because last year Oasis brought out their best ofs, greatest hits. I think that'd be a good way for Blur to go.
I think.
Do you know what I mean? So
I think it'll happen. I think that's going to happen this year.
Well, they brought out the live album in Wembley, so it's got to be a matter of time now, surely.
Yeah, it will happen. It will happen.
So
the money's on the table there.
Mate, if there's money on the table, I'm sure they'll take it. Richard, over to you, mate.
Speaking of Joy Formidable, I've known about them before they were signed because I have the CD of their first album, a balloon called Moaning, and it came out on a poster with the CD attached to it, and I have that. I also have that album. Wow. They did a double album of that with one album is in English and the second one is in Welsh, and I have that. And it's so good.
Yeah.
All right. Really quick. Wolverhampton. Who's it going to be?
I don't know where you're going. Okay, right.
Slade.
Great Christmas artist.
I love Slade. Thank you to the VCLT gods this year that sent me a treasure trove of Slade. So it was Mike Vinyl Spiral, Ian Ranking the Obscure, and Nick Vinyl Buddy. They banded together and sent me a box of Slade stuff, and it was so much fun to go through this stuff because a lot of it is hard to find in any condition in the United States. So Slade must be mentioned. Where are these guys from? All right, I got to get my notes because this one's hard. It is Witten Gilbert, City Durham. Who could it be? Prefab Sprout. I love Prefab Sprout. They can, my opinion, can do no wrong. Solid albums. This is the Americanized version of this album. It was Steve McQueen in the United Kingdom, Two Wheels Good in the United States. The UK version sounds much better, just saying, because they released it on Epic Records, and I have a love-hate relationship with Epic Records. That, to me, their vinyl always sounds like crap. Last one. They're from Merseyside, formed in 78. OMD. I freaking love this album. This was the album that absolutely 100% sold OMD to me. What's on here? Souvenir, Sealand, Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc was a song that just took me over, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm buying everything that they've done. Dazzle Ship, Sticking Out After This is the album that kind of destroyed them for the longest time because it alienated half their fan base. I love Dazzle Ships. I think it's a great album.
Right.
And then their earlier albums before this had that frosty, dark, cold feel that I absolutely love about them. So that is pretty much my trip around Greater UK. I still got more over there, but who cares?
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly show what I've got. I'm gonna leave the last one to last. That made no sense. Let's go with Embrace.
Love them.
Okay.
About time they brought. I don't know if they split up now. They split up once. They came back with this album, which was massive back in 2003. I want to say 2002, 2003.
Yeah, right.
Yep, that song Gravity was everywhere.
Gravity, Ashes on you, fantastic. This was a Great British Group's National Album Day release, and I was so happy this got released. We need more Embrace. And the splatter on this is freaking epic. Look at that.
Ooh, that is cool.
Oh, nice.
That is very cool.
Well happy. Loved Embrace from the start. Come back to what you know. All that stuff. Love it. Absolutely. I love Embrace.
I love that album after that called The New Day. That's a great one.
Yes.
Too.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to find it on vinyl though. Okay. One of my favorite bands ever, and I mean this. The lead singer's got an amazing voice. It's Keane.
Yep.
Fabulous. Absolutely tremendous. And if you look at this, you can show like they've been to Denver. You can see on the map where
I saw them. The Fillmore Denver. I was there.
Seen them live twice in Cardiff. Absolutely amazing. Everything's changing. Somewhere only we know. Bend and Break, Bed Shaped. You know, they got so many good hits. It's they're re-releasing their albums now, which I'm going to pick up. I will get around to it. Let's get through January first, guys.
Yeah.
And then we can reassess. One that nobody knows I've got in my collection. This is a bit of a guilty pleasure for me. It is the greatest hits. He was in the British Army, massive in the early 2000s. He broke America. Some call him beautiful. Others call him a bit of a twat.
Oh, I know who it is.
Go on.
I think.
Who is it?
Don't tell me James Blunt. I will cry. Like,
It's Mr. James Blunt.
I can't stand that song. Oh my god.
Would you like me to sing it to you, Rich?
Sure, go for it. Then I'll do it.
You're beautiful. Fuck off.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Like, God. Dude,
now, I know how much Richard likes this song. That's why I put this in tonight, because I knew it was a reaction. It's okay. It's the greatest hits. It's all I can ever need, if I'm being honest. This came out on see-through vinyl. I haven't got any more James Blunt. I do like 1973 and Wise Man. Monsters, another good one. And there's some live tracks on here, that kind of stuff. But Carry You Home is another one. But yeah, James Blunt. So there you go. That's it. That is it. Let's go. There's nothing in the chat and hasn't been for hours, so that's great. I think there's quite a few people watching, but maybe they just don't want to talk to us, which is fine. I'll go through the panel real quick to see what's going. Get in the freaking sleeve. It's not too late. Right. Let's go to the panel real quick. Cam, you've been busy the last couple of weeks up till Christmas, showing what you've got for Christmas, that kind of thing. Anything coming up on the channel in the next couple of weeks for you?
Yeah, I'm going to do 2 videos. So one's going to drop tomorrow, which is my last. I finally received my last 2 Vinyl Me Please records, and I'll talk about those. And then I'm also going to do a video about some of like the best audiophile vinyl that I own in my collection that is like really cheap and easy to get. So like a nice video for like new beginners trying to get into like really good sounding records. So there you go. That's what I've got planned at the moment.
Cool, mate. Cool. Everybody go and check out Cam. Go and subscribe to him. He's got an epic channel. So is Richard, to be honest. It's one of them channels I look for every day. I go on and come and like, there's no structure here. What days is he posting then? So I got a structure in my life. But he honestly, if you want to watch a good guy that talks sense when it comes to records, audiophile kind of records, Rhino records, he's your guy. Go and check out. So,
Ooh,
yeah, look, that's the last time, right? I'm going to do that to take advantage. Richard, what have you got coming up? Any plans going forward? Kind of like you've started your series of going into the blocks. Is that what you're going to do going forward, or have you got something else?
I think we're going to do that. I might do it for a while, or there might be, like I was thinking, 5 shoegaze albums I haven't played in years, or whatever. I'm trying to kind of get my head around how I want to structure the whole, revisiting the vault, because I'm calling it the Vintage Vinyl Revisit. Well, this is the vintage side, but then I still have all the the newer stuff that some of that I haven't listened for decades either. So I have to figure something out. Playing the Beatles mono box that I bought last year that I haven't played any of. I mean, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the game plan right now. We'll see where it goes. So yeah, go to Cam's channel to get really high-end advice about audiophile. Come to me and just I just talk crap. So
no, honestly, right?
It's not true.
The 2 channels I enjoyed probably the most are your 2 channels, because Cam's got he does the high-end kind of records that I probably haven't heard of or haven't discovered, or I haven't heard the news about. So he informs me about stuff and then costs me an absolute fortune. And then you've got Richard, who gets me into new bands that are British that I've never heard of, and then I have to discover them, which also costs me money. But this is what the vinyl community is all about: discovering new music, things you never knew were getting released, and then realizing, oh, good God, I need that on vinyl, even though I didn't need it before 5 minutes before I watched this video. Now I do. Yeah. But they both got amazing channels, so go and check them out. Okay, announcement coming. I'm going to be joined with 2 people next week. One is Christian from the Vinyl Sanctuary will be joining me. Next week's theme is going to be, you've had a record player for Christmas. What albums are you going to buy first?
Ooh, good one.
So that is the theme.
Yeah.
And there's news coming from my live stream going forward, which I will inform you about next week. So I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger. I will leave the 2 channels below in description. Go and check them out. Smash that subscribe button, because they've got amazing channels. Honestly, now fantastic, and they're very educational as well, and talk about the record and kind of the history that goes behind it. And it's amazing. Honestly, go and check them out. They're fantastic. From us this evening, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, panel, for joining me. It's been amazing as usual. Thanks for everybody's left comments. Everybody's going to watch this later. I really do appreciate it. And from me and the panel, I will see you next week with 2 other guests with a surprise coming for the live streams. So thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.